congratulations. If you found this video, I would assume you're pregnant. And if you're not pregnant, you're probably thinking about becoming pregnant. So congratulations in advance. So in this video, we're going to talk about some of the reasons why you should hire a doula. There are so many, but I don't want to bore you, make like an hour-long video. So we're going to hit on some of the highlights of why you should hire a doula. Lane. I am a certified birth doula in Columbus, Ohio, and I am here to share some information with you on some of the reasons why you should hire a doula. So in a previous video, if you haven't checked on my videos, go check them out. Also, please like and subscribe. We talked about what a doula is. So briefly, to go over what a doula is, I'll give you the definition, and then if you want more information as a whole, please go check out that other video and I'll link it below. So a doula provides physical and emotional support during pregnancy, during labor, and shortly after postpartum. I like to call us your built-in bestie during this birthing experience. So that's like the Erica version of what a doula is. So some of the reasons why you should hire a doula. One, so you don't do this by yourself. And I'm not saying that, you have your spouse, you have your parents, you have your bestie, you have your sisters. Those are nice support people, but you really want to have someone who is knowledgeable in the field, who does not have a biased opinion about things, who will advocate for you, who will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And some of those lines can get blurred when you're dealing with family as your main support. So it is a very good idea to have someone come in from the outside, and that can definitely enhance your birth team. Also, if you are the pregnant person looking to have a doula, I highly recommend that you are including your support person, whether your spouse, your partner, the father of your child, whatever you name them. Make sure they're involved. One of the misconceptions about a birth doula is that we take the place of a partner, and that is not true. We do not take a place. We're not them. They are your partner. They are your husband. We are just an added benefit, an added bonus, an added person to the people who are going to support you during this journey. So when you're looking for a doula, make sure your partner is there for the interviews. Make sure you discuss the things that are important to you together, so that way you're making this decision together. So that way there's no one like stepping on someone's toes or someone like feeling left out or anything like that. So make sure you are doing this as a team. Make sure when you are looking for a doula, you are talking about it with your medical provider. Believe it or not, there are some medical providers, OBs, who don't want you to have a doula. And here in Columbus, there was actually a practice who would make you sign a form saying you could not have a doula present for your birth, which is red flag after red flag after red flag. But make sure your provider is okay with you having a doula. So why you should hire a doula? Because we're essential, we're needed. Emotional support, like continuous emotional support. When you're in labor, it's that pain can kind of come and it could kind of throw you off. You could have the most perfected, most beautiful birth plan, and everything just kind of goes left. So having that person there that's going to provide you emotional support, that's going to bring a safe environment, that's going to bring a calming presence to the room is very important. Anyone that is a doula naturally is a nurturer. That's just in our DNA. It's who we are, and we kind of know how to bring that nurturing spirit in the room with us. I've literally had clients, as soon as I walk in the room, you could see the sigh of relief on their face, because it was like, okay, she's here, I can breathe, I know she's gonna help me through this, I got this, just by me being present. So we're providing that emotional support. And it's continuous. So yes, there are wonderful nurses, wonderful labor and delivery nurses. Shout out to any labor and delivery nurse. but they sometimes can have 4 or 5 patients at one time that they are seeing. So they're hopping from room to room. Their focus cannot be on you the whole time. So your doula present is going to be continuous unless we need to go take a potty break or a lunch break. But we're there. We're not leaving your side. We are making sure that all eyes are on the room, all eyes on the monitors, all eyes on the baby the whole time. So having that continuous support is very important. Physical support, pain management. So doulas are trained to provide comfort measures. So we know when you're in active labor, we know when you're in transition, we know what is going to bring comfort during whatever phase or stage of labor that you're in. So early labor, we know that you should not be up doing too much. We know that you should not be flipping every position every 30 minutes. Now, our goal is to have a baby, but when you're in early labor, we still have a long way to go. We still have to get to active labor and then transition and then push. So early labor should be spent trying to bring the baby down by using gravity. That may look like walking, things like that, but nothing that's going to burn out your energy too soon. So a lot of people, when they go into labor, they're like, they want to do all the things. But when you're only like 3 to 4 centimeters dilated and your cervix is pretty thick, we know that we have a little bit of ways to go. So we're going to do things that are strategic that will help benefit by bringing the baby down in the pelvis where we need the baby to be. But we're not going to do things immediately that's going to exhaust you, because we need to save that strength for transitioning and active labor. So as I said, comfort measures, again, we know what to do. We know where to touch. We know where to massage. And sometimes it is best when your partner is doing those things. So I may say, hey, can you come and massage her here? Hey, can you rub her here? Hey, can you just touch her here? Because believe it or not, when we are in labor and we have that support person that we love, especially if it's your spouse, you love them, we're having a baby, their touch, their warmth, their massage can help your body release natural oxytocin, which is going to help stimulate contractions, and contractions is what we need to have a baby. So these are things that we can pick up on, things that we know, etc. Providing information and helping you make informed decisions. I will always say no is a complete sentence. I will say it till I'm blue in the face. And sometimes when we're in labor, or sometimes when we don't know certain things, we can get overwhelmed by the nursing staff or even your OB in that moment, because when we walk into the hospital, we tend to trust them, right? They're there to serve, they're there to help us. They know more than we know. But sometimes their job, because it's their job, is to get you to have a baby, and sometimes they'll get you to have that baby no matter what it looks like. Sometimes that's going against your birth plan, that's breaking your water before you want it to be broken, but then you put your trust in the medical system, so you don't want to say no, or you're scared to say no. But just having that extra person there that you can talk to, and your doula can be like, is this what you want, or is this what they want? Do you want to do this? What happens if we wait 30 minutes? Can we push off on that? Can we do this? Helping you make informed decisions is something that doulas strive on, because we want you to feel empowered. We want you to feel in control of every decision that you make during labor. So advocacy is something like that, is like my favorite thing to do. So if you're like, I want to have my baby on all fours, and your doctor is like, no. So I can't, as a doula, I can't speak for you, but I can say, hey, do you want to push on all fours? And typically your nurse or your doctor looks at you like, well, is this what you want? And then they'll go ahead and allow that for you, because you're essentially speaking that for yourself. You just had some additional boost of confidence from your doula, and that's what we do. That's what we do. And I enjoy doing that. We reduce the risk of intervention. So studies have shown, there is research behind that, having a doula present, we do lower and decrease the chance of having a C-section. Now, having a doula present does not guarantee an outcome. I can't say because I'm coming to your birth, you're not going to have a C-section, but the risk is reduced having us present. Doulas also shorten the lengths of labor. Why? Because we are doing comfort measures. We are adding support. We are just there for you in ways that you may not think that we're needed. So by us being present, by us advocating, by us giving those comfort measures, by us bringing that physical touch, that calming reassurance, you tend to move through labor a little bit faster because you have that added boost of confidence for someone who is trained in order to assist you during these moments. Increase satisfaction. So knowing that you've done everything you can, everything was in your power, every decision that you made was something that you wanted to do, is more likely to happen with the doula present. Even if you have to have a C-section, because sometimes we can have the best birth plan and we still have to have a belly birth, right? But if you felt so empowered, if you made that decision on your own, like sometimes babies just, they're a little sideways in the pelvis, or they can't turn, or they're having difficulties turning, or if they're breech, whatever the case may be, if you felt empowered and you made that decision, and you, like, if you labored for so many hours and you're like, look, let's call it, I've done everything, I've done every position, I've done all that I can do to avoid a C-section, and this is just the way that it's going. As long as you feel empowered, that is what we thrive off of. That is what makes us love to do this work. So we help you with birth plans. We also help postpartum. We come and provide postpartum support, no matter what that looks like for you. Now, a birth doula and postpartum doula are two different things, but a birth doula can come and assist postpartum if that is something that they do offer for you in their package. So I said I was not going to make a video over 10 minutes, and here I am over 10 minutes again. So I'm going to end it here. I may make a part 2, but these are just some of the reasons why you should hire a doula. There are many more that I can't put in one video. So if you know of a doula and you're pregnant, talk to that person, interview them, get to know them, see if they're a good fit. Just because you know them as a person does not mean they're the best doula for you. So make sure you're interviewing, make sure you're writing down everything that they're mentioning during your interview with them. And I'm also going to do a video on the questions to ask when hiring a doula, so stay tuned for that video. And if there's anything else that I can answer for you, please leave it in the comments. I can answer them for you, or other doulas in my community can answer them for you. So thank you for your time today and for watching this video. Stay tuned for future videos, and it's a pleasure.